Hi guys, this video is to help you with the discussion for Unit 5. So I would suggest that you grab a piece of paper and do this page of notes with me right now, and then use that page of notes when you're completing your discussion for Unit 5. So every time you do a discussion, make sure that you answer all the parts of the discussion and give as many details as possible. That's how you get the full points for the discussion. So this discussion is about box and whisker plots. So I thought we'd just go through the steps real quick on how to make a box and whisker plot, because that will also help us answer the question that they have in this discussion. So I just gave myself a bunch of numbers here that I just made up, and we're going to make a box and whisker plot out of it. So the first step in making the box and whisker plot is to find the median, which means the middle number. So I'm going to count in. I just like to cover up numbers as I go, cover up one on each side, and just keep counting in with my fingers until I get to the middle. So now I'm in the middle, but I have 7 and 9 in the middle here. So this happens sometimes. That means you need to find what's in between 7 and 9. So what's in between 7 and 9 is 8. So my median is going to be 8. Now I'm going to find the median of the lower set of numbers, which is called the lower quartile. So I'm going to start counting in, covering up the 7 and the 3, counting in. So when I get to the middle here, I have 4. So this is my lower quartile, or quartile 1. I'm going to do the same thing for the upper set of numbers. I'm going to find that median, counting in with my fingers here. So this is quartile 3, or the upper quartile. And the other numbers we need for the box and whisker plot is we need the lowest number and we need the highest number. So I'm going to plot those 5 things on this number line here. So my lowest number was 3. My quartile 1 was 4. My median was 8. My third quartile, or upper quartile, was 12. And then my biggest number was 15. So I make a box around these inside 3 dots here. I put a slash to the median, and then I get my whiskers like this. So there's my box of whisker plot. So the question they ask you here is talking about, now that I'm looking at this, see how this side has more space. Like if you actually measured it from 8 to 15, there's 7 little units here. And on this side, from 8 to 3, there's only 5 units. So does that mean there's less numbers to the right of 8 or less numbers to the left of 8? Either way, they could ask this question. So the answer is no. Just because there's more space over here doesn't mean there's actually more numbers from my set of data. So here's the set of data right here. There's not more numbers to the right of 8 or more numbers to the left of 8. There's the same number. That's the whole point. It's the median. We found the middle number by counting in equally on the left and right. So no matter what the box and whisker plot looks like, there's always the same number of numbers from our data set on the right of the median and on the left of the median, no matter what the graph looks like. It could be really short on one side and really long on the other side, but that doesn't mean there's more numbers on one side or the other. So when they ask you that sort of question on the discussion, make sure that you answer that way. No, there's not more numbers to the left or to the right, whatever question they ask you. It just means they're more spread out on this side or on this side, whatever it may be. But there's not actually more or less numbers. So that's how you do the discussion for Unit 5.